Welcome to Tech Tip Tuesday, bite-sized professional learning you can implement right away. Today, we are talking about Immersive Reader. I'm going to share some of the things that Immersive Reader can do on your desktop and then in the web, in the online web version. So let's get started. I have a document here called Milo and Me. If I have this on my desktop app and I want to utilize Immersive Reader, I'm going to go to my toolbar at the top of the screen. I'm going to click on View, and then you can see right here, I can change the view of it. I can change the focus. I can even change this to be Immersive Reader. This means that I can have the column width changed. I can make it very narrow all the way through wide. I'm going to go with moderate. I can change the color of the page if my student needs it to be yellow so they can see it better, if they need that soft white, if they need that more contrast with the dark with white type, you can do that. I'm going to leave it as white right now. I can also adjust the line spacing here. Right now I have no line spacing. I could choose one line and it will only show that one line at a time. I can, this is the line focus. I can show 3 lines at a time, or I can show 5 lines at a time. I can adjust the text spacing. I can make it have no spacing like the original document, or if it has text spacing, you can see it's a little more spaced out. I can choose to have the syllables spaced out, and you can see within the words that have multiple syllables, there is a dot in between the different syllables. And I can have it read aloud. So I can click this read aloud button.
Milo and I wandered the streets.
And then you can see on the right-hand side of your screen, I'm going to go ahead and start at the very beginning of the document. I can press the play. I could go to the previous or to the next. I could change the settings here. If I want to slow it down a little, I can change the reading speed. I can also determine if I want a female voice or a male voice. And then when I'm ready, I can click play.
It was a long, lonely night as Milo and I wandered the streets under the cover of night looking for clues to who grabbed the bone. As we made
So if you're not happy with the speed, you can make it a little faster, a little slower. When you're done, you can click this X and it will stop the read aloud. When you are done with Immersive Reader, you'll come back here and you'll close Immersive Reader and it goes back to your original version of your document. Now, in the online version, you can see I have the same document. I'm going to go ahead and move my cursor here. So when you see it, you can see I'm in that on my desktop. Here, we're going to go to the same location on your toolbar at the top. You're going to click View, and then you're going to click Immersive Reader. And it's going to take you into the Immersive Reader screen. Here, you can give a reading preferences. Again, there's that line focus. I could focus on 1 line at a time, 3 lines, or it's not going to let me do the 5 lines right now, or I can turn off the line focus and it'll give me the whole paper. One of the really cool things here is a picture dictionary. So if I need to know what a word means, I can click on that word and it's going to give me a picture of what that word means. Let me click on bone. It'll show me a picture of a bone. So I can also listen to the pronunciation of a word here.
companion.
So it doesn't work on all words. So if there is a word that has a picture, it will show it to you. So here's dark, and it gives you 3 different options. That's the picture dictionary. So you can turn that off or on. You can choose a different language. You can translate this into a different language. And you can do it by word or by doing it the whole document at once. You can change your text preferences with these letters. You can change the text size if I want it to be bigger or smaller. If I want to increase the spacing, I would have this turned on, or if I turn it off, you can see it changes the spacing back. I can change the type of font if your student reads a font better than a different one, or if their particular um, reading preference is different. Again, I can choose a different theme. I can have a dark theme with the white letters. I could change it to green or yellow. This blue, I can do a soft white. This is a really cool option. Grammar options gives you the opportunity to do those syllables again, or you can highlight nouns. They're going to show up as purple. If you want to highlight all the nouns in your paper, you can turn that on. Same with verbs. You could even change the color if you want it to be a different color. Um, Adjectives, adverbs, I could turn them all on. That might be a little bit busy for your student, but you can. If you want to show the labels, it'll tell you what those words are for all the ones that you have turned on. We'll just turn on the nouns right now. So then if I was to go up to the top of my paper, I'm going to go ahead and click for it to start reading.
It was a long, lonely night as Milo, and I wandered the streets under the cover of night looking for clues to who grabbed the bone. As we made our way through the streets, I wondered would we find what we were looking for or would.
If you want to minimize this back, you have the arrows, the double arrow line up here in the top right corner. Actually minimize it out, minimize it back. And if you want to get out of this immersive reader screen, you can hit this back button. And there's your original document. There are a lot of tools that you can use for accessibility within the Microsoft platform. And there are so many more to investigate and try out. So I hope you take some time to go in and play with all these different options. Thanks for coming to Tech Tip Tuesday, where learning is the goal and technology is the tool. Have a great day, everybody.